Morning, Walkwatchers. Oh, glorious sunshine, beautiful spring day. Charlie Mackesy wrote a book called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. And as I was preparing for this walk today, and I kept writing down Slieve Foye, the eagle, the raven, the fox, I kept thinking to myself, that reminds me of something. Maybe it's just my head, but that's exactly where my head jumped to, was Charlie Mackesy's book, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. Slieve Foye, the eagle, the raven, the fox. Slieve Foye, the eagle, the raven, the rocks. Maybe it's just my head, but that's where my head went anyway. It's a brilliant book about relationship, about friendship, about love, about respect, about acceptance, about kindness. It's a great wee book. If you get your hands on it, it's fantastic. Charlie illustrates it himself as well. Beautiful pictures, sketches, and some watercolours. Beautiful book. But as I kept preparing for this, I kept remembering little chunks of it, little bits of it. I don't know how to read it, but little quotes of it came back. So what I thought I'd do today was, as we walk this trail of Slieve Foye, the eagle, the raven, and the fox's rock, I'll put up some wee quotes and some wee moments from the book as we go along. And I hope you enjoy the trail, and I hope you enjoy the literary magic as well. Now, some of you will remember I've already walked Slieve Foye before, but this time I wanted to get way beyond that. I wanted to get away over to Eagle's Rock and Fox's Rock and all that. And it was lovely being back. Really familiar territory, just great. But this time it was a little drier. It had been raining for 3 or 4 days before this, so the ground was wet, but the rocks were dry, because these rocks can be really slippery and lethal. Now, the last time that I came up this way, it had been raining not too long beforehand, and the mist was down, and these rocks were lethal to walk on. But today, the sun has kind of dried them up, so they're really useful to climb on today. Slieve Foye has some beautiful 360 views. This view down to the southeast towards Bernavave or Maves Mountain, almost the last in the Cooley range of mountains, just beautiful. And there's the trig point off in the distance for Slieve Foye at 587. Now, of course, if you want to see a more detailed trail video, then click on the link above. But look what happened. The cloud came down again. So frustrated. Now, the trig point is up on top of this rock, so just be careful again. When these rocks are wet, they are very slippy. But here it is, Slieve Foye at 587 metres in County Louth. Now, you know the beautiful 360 views of Slieve Foye that I was telling you about? Well, you're not going to see them in this video. But what I can give you are some stats. For Slieve Foye in the Cooley range of mountains, Slieve Foye is 587 metres, Eagle's Rock is 530 metres, Raven's Rock 457 and Fox's Rock 405. It took me an hour and 45 minutes to get to the top of Slieve Foye. Total walking time was 6 hours during the day, 26,000 steps, a distance of 15 kilometres at an average pace of 3.8 kilometres per hour. It was cloudy, then it was sunny, and it was a good warm day. I was walking by myself and I parked at Carnation's Mine downside in Carlingford. Now, I really hope that you enjoy this video today, so why don't you click on the subscribe button and click on the notifications to let you know what we're up to. Now, as much as I love walking Slieve Foye, this is the bit that I was looking forward to, the bit that I hadn't done before. I was heading over to the Slieve Foye northwest top first of all, and then on down there, as you can see, to Eagles Rock way off in the distance, and then beyond. So this is a really lovely range of mountains in that it's lovely and craggy on the top. There's lots of big outcrops of rock and loads of magical views down over Greenore and over across into Northern Ireland, Slieve Martin there, and on beyond to the Mournes. Now, I gotta admit, it's quite confusing along the top here of this ridge, because there are a number of big outcrops of rock, and I was looking for Eagle Rock, and that's it in the distance there down through the gully. But there are a number of outcrops that make you think that it is Eagles Rock. Oh, this is it. No, is this it? No, it's not quite. Anyway, in between each of these big outcrops, it is really marshy, really boggy, so make sure your boots are well waterproofed. In fact, bring your wellies. Now, just beyond Eagles Rock, there's one more top before you head down into the White Bog and on to Ravens Rock. It takes a wee bit of a climb, but look at the views from up here, right across. There's Eagles Rock and then Slieve Foye and on down to Bernavave or Maves Mountain down the far end. And this is a good place for me to show you around, because down below us there's the White Bog, there's Ravens Rock, Fox's Rock out beyond, there's Warren Point as we pull round towards Carlingford Loch, there's Rostrevor and Cologne, and there's Slieve Martin and the Mourne Mountains out further beyond. And as we come sweeping back round across the loch, there's Eagles Rock and there's Slieve Foye, Bernavave, Maves Mountain again. Now, I've just come off Eagles Rock. You can see a wee pimple of pine where the Raven is. That's Eagles Rock. Now I'm on my way across to Ravens Rock, and that's right round over there. So you can see it, yes you can. But in between me and Ravens Rock is the White Bog, and it is particularly wet today, like soaking wet. The whole way down Eagles Rock there is just soaking, so I'm expecting it to be pretty damp out there in the bog. Yeah, and it's looking very damp too, so I'm going to have to hurry my way through it and then get up there. I'm going to stop for lunch up there. I'm not sure whether I'm going to get onto Fox's Rock, because I'm pretty much at my halfway mark now, and it's all sort of uphill back to Slieve Foye and then down to Carlingford, so I'll just have to watch my time on this. Anyway, into the White Bog we go. Now, to be very honest, the bog wasn't that terribly boggy on the route that I was going. I'm heading up there. You can see two paths up to the top of the mountain. I'm aiming for that. Now look at this frog spawn. How far along is that? That's just fantastic. The bog was covered in just big lumps of frog spawn everywhere. And there you can see in top right hand of your screen the cairn at Ravens Rock at 457 metres. Now, lunchtime, time to refuel, recharge, reflect. But this is the view from where I was sitting. Look at that beautiful Carlingford Mountain there. There's the White Bog. And this is the wee rock that I was sitting on, just off the top of Ravens Rock. There's my little stove and my lunch. And there is the top. Well, hiya Walkwatchers. And welcome to the top of Ravens Rock. So we've been to Slieve Foye at 587. Then we came down to Eagles Rock at 5:30, and now we're on Ravens Rock at 457 metres. But I'm afraid I've run out of time, so I cannot get to Fox's Rock today. And I'm a little deflated. But as the mole said, if at first you don't succeed, eat cake. And I've had my cake. So now I'm just having my cup of coffee. I've had my lunch. And I've spotted a simpler way home rather than going back up over Eagles Rock. Because that ridge is, I mean, you can see it here. But that ridge is pretty rocky and pretty up and down and up and down. And I'm not sure that I would have the time to do that again, going back up it, because it's all a steep incline up towards Slieve Foye again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skirt around the bottom, cross a couple of the wee streams and the wee rivers down here at the bottom of Slieve Foye, round towards the col between Slieve Foye and Bernavave, Maeve's Mountain, and then drop down through the common back down to Carlingford. Can I just tell you, this has filled me with huge joy today. The weather has been amazing. The sun is shining. It is about 10 or 11 degrees, so it's quite warm. Cool in the wind now, but it's beautiful today. Really beautiful. Spring is here, and after the winter, oh man, the winter really does get me down. But spring is here, and it is great. To feel that warmth again is just lovely. And the world, nature is just responding. You see the frogs spawn everywhere. Some of it's quite far on, actually. And the ravens are doing acrobatics, you know, mating dances in the sky. The sky is blue, the clouds are white and fluffy. The sun is just dancing on the water. It's beautiful today. So this is obviously coming out on Friday, because we usually put out the videos on a Friday. So if you're planning to get out this weekend, I really hope this weather holds for you, because this is the sort of weather you want to be out in. Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed our trails today, and I hope that you've enjoyed our wee bit of literary, you know, a little bit of a soupçon of class. Oh. This is heaven. So beautiful. The mountains are my happy place, you know. I got some great views out over the moorings too. Just stunning day. Lovely little pools on top of Raven Rock as well. Such a chill day, it was great. And then it was off down the lower slopes, keeping Eagles Rock and Slieve Foye on my left hand side, walking the whole way down back towards Maeve's Mountain. That is one massive lump of rock. Wow. Now on the map it does say that there are some streams and rivers and waterfalls here. They're ickle ones, let's be very honest, but they are beautiful. In the sun it was about 15 degrees now. And look at this lovely peacock butterfly out sunning itself, heating itself up, getting the engine warm to get out there and forage. We're good to go. But we're making good progress. We're seeing nice things. I'm glad I didn't go up over Eagles Rock and Slieve Foye again. That was a good decision. This has put me back on time, back on schedule, to get back down to the van and get home. And it's brought me right along this valley. Look how green that is. Look at the cloud, the shadows of the clouds. That's amazing. Oh yeah. Good decision, good decision. I definitely would have been killing myself trying to get up over Eagles Rock and Slieve Foye again if I'd gone that route. This is much more pleasant, and I've seen lovely things. This is a great view of Maeve's Mountain there, because you can see that double peak and then the single peak. Well, legend says as Maeve was trying to climb up this mountain to get to the top of it, her army had to split one of the peaks in half so that the whole army could walk through it. I can see how an army could do that. Easy peasy. Great view of the Mourns, and then I'm turning right back onto the original trail that took me up to Slieve Foye. I turn left here and this takes me down to the Commons and on beyond that down to Carlingford. Thank you so much for joining us on our Slieve Foye, Eagles Rock and Ravens Rock video today. And as Mole said, most of the old moles wish they'd listened less to their fears and more to their dreams. In other words, get your boots on, go outside and go exploring, and I'll see you on the next one.